Spilled Bean was a collaboration between my wife and I. We moved here from Vail, Colorado in 2005. Some doors were closing there, doors were opening up here. Predominantly, we had our first child, Ariana, and both our extended families live on the East Coast, so we chose a location in between the two, Florida and Pennsylvania, that we found some nice property and we enjoyed a small community, so Taylorsville seemed to be the location for us. Living in Vail, doing many jobs, I ultimately started a coffee house out there. My wife started a coffee and crepe store as well, and so we knew coffee, and moving to Taylorsville, coffee wasn't necessarily our first choice in the industries to choose from. I was looking actually more towards real estate, but we had all the equipment, we had all the knowledge, and we did see a need within the community to start something like this and provide quality product and a very nice environment for people to come to relax, bring their friends, laptops, children, and just hang out and get away from life for a few minutes. So Taylorsville got the Spilled Bean. Well, the Spilled Bean, from its inception, we had the concept that we would have community events. We started with a conference room and a music venue, but we found that the location was so applicable to other needs. We have had and continue to have art shows from local artisans locally as well as from the surrounding region, photography shows, and even poetry readings and open mic nights. Locally, we have the high school club come in called TPH, Teen Poetry Happens, once a month, and they get together about 40 or 50 kids sometimes in here with their instructors and learn different aspects of poetry and muse, along with songwriting and various other things, which is really entertaining and a great opportunity for the children. And another thing we'd like to do is give the youth of the community in a safe environment to come to express themselves and to support them in whatever their desires are and where their interests lie. Predominantly, though, we do have live entertainment Saturday nights during the summer. We call it our concert series. We get musicians locally. Some of the local high school bands will play, as well as some of the educators in the high school. They have little groups together, but we are getting more and more acts coming from Asheville and Boone, out east of Concord, down in South Carolina. They do mini tours, and they're using the Spilled Bean as a really good venue in between different show dates. And incorporating that with our cruising events that we have in Taylorsville now, where we encourage the youth, as well as the youth at heart, or young at heart, to cruise around town. You'll see minivans out there with big car seats. You'll see pickup trucks with 10 teenage boys and girls driving around. You'll see a 75-year-old woman with her 65 Studebaker driving around. It's pretty interesting. So we set up the music outside and allow everybody who travels around and visits during the cruising events to enjoy the music as well. The Spilled Bean has amazing coffee, frappuccinos and lattes, as you would imagine. Unfortunately, a lot of people, it's been an educational process in this community, educating in the sense of allowing them to experience what a true coffee house is. But on top of the coffee products, because not everybody drinks coffee or knows how to order coffee at a coffee house, they're hesitant to come in and order. So we've also offer things like Italian sodas, which are typical for coffee houses, using Italian flavorings, raspberry, strawberry, vanilla, or chocolates, with a seltzer water and ice and a little bit of cream to make a very refreshing drink, almost like an old soda fountain soda. But the flavor creations are unlimited. You can do peach, pineapple, and white chocolate, strawberry and coconut, whatever your heart's delight, so to speak. We have fresh squeezed lemonade, where we squeeze the lemons to order and can adjust the flavoring to the customer's likes. If it's a little too tart from that particular lemon, we can add some sweetness, or vice versa. Of course, we have the hot chocolates, extremely good caramel apple cider, or just a spiced apple cider. Steamers for the children in the family who want to drink a latte like mom, but mom doesn't want to give them the espresso, just steamed milk with flavors, almost like a hot chocolate, but again with a variation of flavors that are unlimited. And then we also offer merchandise for those that want to start creating their own coffees at home. We sell whole beans. We can grind the beans to their liking, depending on if they French press, which we also sell French presses. If they drip brew, we can grind it to that specification, or a single serve cup. A lot of variations. One of the best services we provide, though, is information. We'll get a lot, as I mentioned, education is a big part of the Spilled Bean, and somebody who comes in, I enjoy taking a moment to give them Coffee 101. I can explain the difference between espresso, a latte, and a cappuccino. What exactly is a frappuccino? Why are ours different than another coffee house's? So it's very interesting to watch the educational process for an individual and see them coming back a few weeks later or a few days later and ordering like a pro. Some of the other products that we've brought in recently would be ice cream. We have a local company, Mooresville Ice Cream Company, Deluxe, that bring our ice cream to us, and now we have hard dipped ice cream. We have cones, cups, and milkshakes. One of the best things to do at a coffee house is to combine ice cream with coffee. So you get black cherry ice cream milkshake with a shot of espresso. Or the dark side of the moon, as I've labeled it, is a vanilla milkshake, chocolate sauce, equivalent of an 8-ounce cup of coffee and espresso beans all blended together. Coffee drinkers love it. Non-coffee drinkers enjoy it. It's the best of both worlds. We are bringing in smoothies once again. When we first opened in the community, we had fresh fruit smoothies, and are working on our recipes so that this summer we'll have a line of fresh fruit smoothies. And they are 100% fruit, just frozen fruit, a little bit of water, orange juice, coconut milk, or yogurt, whatever it might need be, but there's no fillers or additives. One of the things about the Spilled Bean, because of my mindset and what I like to ingest, take into my body, I encourage those that I come in contact with, my customers and friends, to do the same. I avoid added products, added sugars in products. Our frappuccinos are whole foods, milk, coffee, and sugar. There's no powdered substance whatsoever blended with ice. It's all whole foods. Same thing with our fruit smoothies, just 100% fruit. Spilled Bean, we're working on our social networking with Facebook and Twitter. Facebook, you get a lot of information, including our events that we're holding, any of the music that's going on, or poetry readings, art shows, special deals. Occasionally I like to throw out a trivia question, perhaps, either about coffee or health, or even just something simple as a movie trivia. And if you come in and answer that trivia question or tell me what you saw on Facebook, then you get a deal of either 50% off or free upgrades. So that's a really nice way to communicate with us, get through to us. We have our email is thespilledbean@gmail.com. And then we're working on our website now, which we're upgrading to include a shopping cart, so you can purchase our whole beans, our t-shirts, and various other things on it, as well as incorporating some of our desires to help the community. The nonprofit groups can partner up with us, or they'll get a percentage of sales from that website. So keep an eye out for the spilledbean.com soon, Gmail, or Facebook.